Lola, so great to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for your time today. I love this movie. It's beautiful. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, you started acting when you were just a little thing. How did you know that this was something that you wanted to do for your career, your life?
Well, I mean, like ever since I was like little, I would always like be performing around the house, singing and like dancing and like memorizing random things that I watch on TV and like basically reciting them and performing them for fun. And
Yeah,
so my mom was like, okay, this kid needs to like go into something because she is too much. So she put me in like this community play.
yeah.
And well, I was like 3 or 4 at the time, so I couldn't read. So she would have to like read me my lines and stuff, and I would memorize them really quickly. And so she was like, "Oh, okay, you're kind of good
Yeah,
at this, okay."
yeah.
And about like the second play that I did, one of the people that I worked with on the play, her mom was like, "Oh, you should meet with my manager because your kid has something." So I met with a manager, and then within like probably like a week, I
Yeah.
had a manager and agents, and I was like ready to go. And now I am here.
And the rest is history. Exactly. At the ripe old age of 15, correct?
Yes, I just turned 15 yesterday,
Oh, happy
actually.
birthday. I hope you had
Thank
a great day
you.
yesterday.
I did.
Good, good for you. Well, this one, like I said, is beautiful and it has a great message. And here's a girl. She's a warrior princess. She needs to save where she lives. Obviously, we don't want the Amazon being destroyed. So tell me a little bit about when you got the script initially. What was kind of your gut reaction to it? What did you love so much about the story?
Well, I mean, I loved how it was like, you know, women empowerment, how, okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I got the script as I went on, so I didn't have a chance to like read the entire thing, but like I had the plot of the movie.
Right.
And so I thought it was a really good message because, I really do enjoy the environment and enjoy the world. So I thought it was a good message about saving the Amazon and having like a young warrior princess to do it too. I mean, that's
Right.
super cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So how did what did you relate to with Ainbo? Like like you say, she's a warrior princess. Okay, I don't think you're a warrior princess, but you could get there one day. I don't know. But how did you relate to her? In what way?
Well, I mean, trying to save like the planet kind of because global warming and pollution and stuff, it's like making it all go like this and like
Yeah.
the amount of trash that is on this planet. I mean, did no
Ugh.
one watch Wally? You have to like save it to like keep it this beautiful thing and you know, it kind
Hmm.
of sucks about that. So I'm like a huge I try to do like my best to like encourage people to, save our oceans, save our rainforests and stuff. So I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of relate in that way.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's great to be a good role model in that way as well. You're doing obviously voiceover work for this. This is your first big voiceover job. So tell me a little bit about that because I always think, is it harder or is it easier to kind of be by yourself in the booth to play off maybe the director or somebody else, but you don't have your fellow actors with you? So what is it like for you? Is it like a challenge for you to do it?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a challenge, but you have to definitely, well, you can't really rely on like your face and your body language like you would normally on screen acting. You have
Right.
to really rely on your voice. So,
Yeah.
you have to put all your emotion and stuff in your voice instead of like letting it show other places to really get it across. Kind of. Yeah.
Right. So what's your process? Like when you've got a line, you've got to be animated or, whatever. Like, is there something special that you do to prepare to do voiceover? Because I think it's different, obviously, as you say, than being next to an actor and being in front of a camera.
Hmm. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. When you're in the booth and stuff, you kind of, well, at least I do. I act it out like I'm on screen. So
Smart.
it kind
Right.
of just so you don't really see it, but like you can hear it, it kind of works better for me. So that's what I do personally, but I don't know about other people. Other people are just like gods at it and they can do it without having to do anything.
Yeah, no, listen, everybody has their process. Like, there's no question about it. What did you like most about doing it? Putting the voice on. Like, was it something that you went to the director and said, I want to speak this way, or tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, like, I let the director tell me what they need me to do. So I do something and then they correct me and I'm like, got it.
Yeah,
Okay. But like most of the time I kind of just did what like I thought I should do. Like I let my instincts take over and I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. I got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, okay. No, that's a good answer. I like that answer. I appreciate that. When you finally get to see a final product, like, have you seen the whole movie now?
no, I haven't. It hasn't
Lola,
it hasn't come to the States yet. I mean, like
I
if
know,
I
but
flew to
I
Canada,
think you
I would
have.
probably be able to see it. But
I was
like
going to say, I think you have the opportunity to get a little private screening there, But when you see something,
hopefully.
yeah, well, we're going to work on that for you. You get to see this movie because it's beautiful and you did a great job. But when when you're watching, even in little playback pieces or that you've seen, and you hear your voice coming out of an animated character, how does that make you feel?
It's like, whoa, that's me. It's kind of just like super cool. It's super exciting. It's like surreal kind of. Um, I just think it's really big to see where I have come. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's got to be so cool, like just to see, and the animation is so beautiful in this as well. So yeah, kudos to you. It's great. You've had the opportunity so far already to work with some really great people, Cheaper by the Dozen, of course, and Yes Day. Tell me a little bit about who, like, when you're working with actors, say somebody like a Jennifer Garner, for example. What do you learn from these actors who've been in the business for so many years?
Well, I mean, you learn a lot actually, because these people have been in for like years and years since like I want to say like the 90s. So they've been in this for like 30 years or
Yeah,
something, which is crazy.
yeah,
'Cause I'm a big fan of them, like Gabrielle Union and Jennifer Garner and Zach Braff and them. I love them to pieces. They are like literally the best people ever. They're so sweet. So that's
yeah.
cool. And I mean, you kind of learn just to like work harder because you never know where you could get to because they were all like this and now they're all like this.
Exactly. And you just mentioned three really amazing people, because what I love about all three of them, and I have interviewed all three of them, is that although they've been in the business for a long time, they remain very humble. And I would think that that is something that you would take from them too, to learn not to be like, well, I'm an actor, so but like, they're all very normal, humble people.
Yeah. Personally, I don't really like talking about being an actress like with people. That's not like the first thing I bring up. I
Yeah,
mean, like I still love it. I'm like super appreciative of it and like really grateful, but like it's not like the conversation starter.
right.
It's not like I'm an actress, so treat me right when you're my friend. Otherwise, I will leave you and drop your name in Hollywood at one point. That is not what I would do ever. Honestly, I can't really stand people like that, so I don't want to be that
Yeah.
person. So,
Good for you.
you know,
Good for you.
always
No,
stay humble.
yeah, yeah. So, and how do you manage school when you do your work? And is it something that obviously you're either being homeschooled or you work on sets? How does it work for you?
Well, I'm homeschooled, so it's kind of easy. Well, I became homeschooled in like fourth
Okay.
or fifth grade, because I was doing elementary school and acting at the same time. And so I was working a lot. And so I kept missing school days and I kept getting messages saying, you need to take summer school. You need to take Sunday school. Is your child okay? And so I would have to I would get all these messages and emails and letters. And so my mom was like, okay, fine, we're just going to homeschool you now. So
Makes
it's
sense.
easier. So
Yeah.
I've been homeschooled since like fifth grade, actually, I remembered. And it's you just it's easier because it's on your own schedule, and you get to do like the amount of work that you need to do, like when you're doing auditions and when you're on set, and you bring your school on set with you, so it's
Mm-hmm.
you have to have a dedicated time if you're under 18 to
Right.
school
Yes. Makes
anyway. So yeah,
sense. Makes sense for sure. Do you plan to go to university? Is that something that you want to do?
I don't know. That's a
Yeah.
good question. So like, there's a lot of things I want to do, but I mean, what I plan on doing is I'm graduating early, hopefully. So like maybe next year. And then I'm gonna go to a community college,
Oh, good.
and I'm gonna figure out what I want to do.
Good for
And
you.
then if what I want to do requires a university, I will have like the credits and stuff to
Mhm.
go to a university.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So at the end of the day, with this beautiful film, Ainbo Spirit of the Amazon, I hope that a lot of kids watch it. That would be fantastic. What would you like from them for them to take from this film? Because it has a great message.
Hmm. I mean, stand up for what you believe in. That's what I want you to that's what I want you to get from the film, because Ainbo, she stands up for what she believes in. She stands for saving her home
Yeah.
and, you know, getting rid of the miners that are trying to take out her beautiful forest. So, yeah,
Good message. There you go. And what are we gonna see coming up after this one? Do you have anything happening?
I do have things happening, but that I cannot say. Sadly,
Okay.
no, boo.
Boo, but I'll look out for you on your Instagram. I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll announce it when you're allowed to. So I'll be watching you. Don't you worry, Lola. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you did a wonderful job in the film, and it was my pleasure to spend some time with you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're
It was awesome.
welcome. Have a great day
Thank
and
you,
keep
you too.
celebrating your birthday all weekend, okay?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good girl. Speak to you soon. Okay,
Okay,
bye. Bye.
bye.